Head coach Andrew Kuda, you are off to Lincoln, and you guys are going with them. How pumped are we?
When it comes 7 o'clock, there are going to be over 90,000 plus people here to not watch a football game at Memorial Stadium, but a volleyball match.
Despite the Week 1 masterclass and 2 1,000-yard seasons, Bullis is still looking for something greater. That's because Hampton's last 2 playoff appearances have been first-round exits, which means the Hawks are looking for their first playoff run for the first time in 15 years.
But whether it was playing duck, duck, goose, going bowling, or maybe even taking a selfie, the win makes this past Saturday even sweeter.
Wags, I made a mention on Sports Extra last night about the Magic Treehouse. Now I want to talk about my buddy Alexander, who once had a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. He's buddies with Big Red, who had something like that this afternoon. It's been the charge of the Patriots ever since the calendar turned to 2024. Since then, Adams Central boys basketball has won 11 of its last 12 games. Minden is outscoring opponents by over 100 runs this season. Which begs the question, why not just field a team in the spring? So Cal and Stanford are going to have to travel all the way across the country to face Boston College in not a non-conference matchup, but a matchup that's going to impact their conference record for every single sport that they play.
A new wrestling season has arrived in Cambridge, the kings of the R-Pack.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3,
family!
It's good to be back up here, and yesterday we had a really good first day of practice.
That's what I miss the most, playing with my boys.
And doing so as early risers, one face throwing himself back into the fire.
It feels great at the end, you know, we all did it together, and everybody goes through the same thing. You just got to keep that in mind even when it gets hard.
He's got some really high goals, and I'm just excited to be mom and sit in the stands.
Raising the bar is what Micah Gerlach's done when healthy. But for months, it was a different story.
At the end of wrestling last year, tore my UCL ligament. Couldn't really wrestle, finish the season.
He went through his spring sport, wrestling was done, qualified for state golf.
And then I came back for baseball and was pitching in the game, and I fully tore it again.
Went back to the doctor, and that's when they said that he had needed to have surgery.
June 27th, completely sidelined. No baseball, no football either. QB1 still picked to be a captain that picked up coaching, a coach that even showed pigs a time or two. Deep down, though, a young man missing the arena.
I just want to play.
I know.
It's hurting me not to play.
He still found a way to do everything right through last year's signal calling.
Our starting quarterback, Carson Trompke, kind of went through the same thing, and Micah kind of stepped in the role.
He was a senior, but he was always there for Micah.
I wasn't hesitant to go in because I trusted my team. They trusted me.
When Gerlach was recovering, he gave it 100%. He was all in, all the time. And now that the 4-sport athlete took all the right steps to get back into the arena, he's given everything he's got to something greater, and that is his faith.
That's what helped me the most. I mean, out of everything, like praying, it always made me feel better. Reading the Bible, it always made me feel better.
I'm proud of all my kids, but sometimes the oldest just has a little piece of your heart.
The Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, I can't thank him enough.
Every sprint and every takedown meaning more. The oldest of 5 is back by putting faith over fear. I'm Trey Redfield, NTV Sports.
So football was kind of not planned, but it just kind of happened. And my sophomore year, my whole freshman year, I found out about the powerlifting team, and I joined. I just started putting the work in.
I have a video of him first beginning, and it was quite comical to look at that now.
He was like a 13-year-old freshman coming in, and then fast forward 2 years and he's setting 2 world records.
Utter dominance from Hunter Christensen, who's grown and learned so much in just 12 months.
But like at the end of the day, if you can show up to the gym and you can eat, but if you're not disciplined with it and you're not eating the right foods and if you're not working as hard as you can every day, you're not going to see any benefit.
He knows a lot about what I know as a strength coach, and so I can bounce ideas off him sometimes too of like different variations that we need to do, like different exercises.
Hunter's a sophomore at Grand Island, playing football, throwing shot put and discus, but he does this as well. It's called powerlifting.
Going into freshman year, I started lifting for a KHGI powerlifting team, and I went to ask some of my friends at the time I could go lift.
It's a good thing his friends said yes because success followed fast.
That's about what I do.
But throughout all this success in the gym, there was a little bit of a different path at home.
I did originally with my mom, with my sister and my brother, and then over some actions that took place and things that happened, I ended up with my grandparents.
It's a blessing to watch him and to have him in our home with us. He asked me about 2 years ago if we could start going to the gym.
His grandmother, Lori Holmes, now his guardian, watched him figure it out to then ascending on the biggest stage in Louisiana.
His friends were sitting next to me, and at one point on his bench, they said he's going for a world record. I'm like, what did you just say?
For his age, he got a pair, squat at 567, total weight at 1504, finishing 4th in his division with a plethora of support.
Honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better family. My grandma, she's been so supportive. My grandpa has always been there.
He's willing to go to great strides to do whatever he has to do, and he doesn't let his circumstances or his situation hold him back.
They know I'm great. I know I'm great. I just need to show them all the work that I put in.
The best part about Hunter's position, he's only 15 years old. As the sophomore gets older, his numbers will get higher. But along with that, his impact on powerlifting will follow.
I feel like I brought some awareness, but at the same time, I know I could definitely bring more to the sport of powerlifting.
As long as he maximizes it, his potential is truly limitless. He can do a lot of really cool things. And I think he knows that, and he takes advantage of that.
Forever limitless, something Hunter has achieved and will continue to flourish. I'm Trey Redfield, NTV Sports.